A gang war foot soldier can be unmasked for the first time after he was nailed over a terrifying armed raid on a woman's home. Tamo Junto thug Fraser Stewart was part of a 4-strong masked mob who stormed the 61-year-old's house in Glasgow's Blackhill on April the 14th last year, shortly after Scotland's underworld feud had erupted. Stewart was earlier caged alongside Marshall O'Hara and Aidan McLaughlin for targeting houses and a carpet firm linked to a Daniel crime family enforcer. But the 22-year-old's picture couldn't be published for legal reasons at the time, but can now be revealed after he admitted to a sickening assault and robbery that left 3 young children cowering in terror. Stewart and 3 other unknown intruders demanded cash in the armed raid before fleeing when an occupant in the home raced outside and screamed for help. 4 masked men dressed in dark clothing barged in through the front door. One of the assailants was clutching a firearm, which he held against the woman's head and yelled, "Money, money, hurry." The shocking details emerged 2 months after Stewart was caged for 7.5 years for carrying out a firebomb attack as part of Scotland's raging turf war.
In April 2025, fire raisings occurred at 3 residential properties belonging to individuals believed to be linked to an organised crime group. Commercial property was also targeted. The public won't accept this gangsterism, law enforcement won't accept it, and the courts won't accept it. You were all acting under the direction of senior members of an organised crime group. It was sheer naked gangsterism, pure and simple.
He pleaded guilty to his latest offence at the High Court in Glasgow, where prosecutor Bill McVicker told the hearing about the ordeal. He said others in the house grabbed 3 young children into the living room and managed to use their body weight to close the door while the suspects tried to force it open. The 61-year-old then came downstairs and was grabbed by an armed raider as they demanded cash. Mr. McVicker added, this man grabbed her by the shoulder and forced her back upstairs. 2 other suspects followed them. Once upstairs, she was repeatedly pushed while the man holding her shouted at her. She repeatedly stated that there was nothing to give them. A relative of the woman managed to escape out into the back garden and raise the alarm. This led to the gang, who had been clocked arriving in a red car, fleeing the scene. Neighbours later told of hearing screaming and crying coming from the house. It was initially thought that nothing had been stolen, but it emerged a set of car keys and a pair of glasses had been taken. Messages between Stewart and another individual linked to him being involved. Stewart's home was later searched and a black air pistol, believed to have been used in the incident, was discovered. No further background to this crime is known other than it is thought Stewart got involved due to drug debts. Adjourning the case for sentencing, Lord Scott commented, clearly this is a terrifying incident involving 3 young children, which is an aggravating feature. Stewart will learn his fate when he returns to the dock next month. We told how he was part of a 3-strong fire-raising crew who torched a carpet factory run by Daniel gang enforcer Craig Rob Roy Gallagher in Bishop Briggs last year. It was among several properties targeted by the Lions gang-linked Tamo Junto crew loyal to gangster Ross Miami McGill after he sought revenge over a dodgy £500,000 cocaine deal. Former Union Bears ultra McGill of East Kilbride blamed associates of caged Edinburgh mob boss Mark Richardson. Stewart, O'Hara and McLaughlin, both 21, were locked up for a total of 18 years. They were arrested as part of Operation Portalage, the police crackdown in response to the outbreak of gang violence in Edinburgh and Glasgow. We told how Scotland's top cop, Chief Constable Joe Farrell, claimed the feud was over, while others warned it would spill over into the country's overcrowded jails, where rivals are now serving time, cheek by jowl. And former top cop Graham Pearson, ex-head of the Scottish Crime and Drug Enforcement Agency, said, we have a lot of competitors in prison at this stage, and there is no doubt there will be frictions arising as a result of that.